Hi there, it's me Ina with GoGetGlobal.com, and as promised, I'm coming back to you with some more interesting videos. So today is July 1st and it's not just any day for me. In fact, it's not just any day for my fellow Canadians. It's Canada's 150th birthday. That's right, it's a very young country, only 150 years old. So a huge celebration is happening in Canada today, and although I'm quite far away, I would still like to celebrate. Let's celebrate together by learning a few interesting facts about Canada. Canadians are incredibly nice people. It's a known stereotype, but it's actually true. I confirm it. I am nice, and Canadians are nice. In fact, if you come to visit Canada, you will hear the word sorry everywhere. If someone steps on your foot, they'll say sorry, but you'll say sorry too, just in case. Canada is an amazingly beautiful country. The nature is fascinating, in fact, and it's the second largest country in the world after Russia. We have the longest coastline in the world, something I didn't know actually. Also, we have more than 50% of world's lake and 10% of world's forest. So if you like nature, it's the place to explore. Also, Canada is so underpopulated that you could drive for hours without seeing another car or without seeing anything but nature. You can get lost in amazing forests. And if you like camping, something I didn't appreciate before either, until I tried camping in Spain, and it has nothing to do with Canadian camping. So if you like camping and you really want to get close to nature, come to Canada for a great experience. Crosswalks in Canada. It's a bit of a funny topic for me. If you're a pedestrian, then you feel completely overpowered, because we're used to the driver stopping at a crosswalk way before we even decide if we want to cross or not. In fact, it was always very uncomfortable for me when I was a crosswalker, because I would still have a couple of meters before I would even approach the crosswalk and the driver would already stop. So it's a very uncomfortable moment where you see the driver say thank you, but you kind of hurry because you still have a couple of meters before you even reach the crosswalk. So it's not all positive in Canada. There are some things you might not like. For me personally, it's the cold. That's why I live in Barcelona. But seriously, the most unpleasant thing for me about the winter and the cold is scraping the windshield of my car at 6 or 7 in the morning when you are barely awake and you need to go to work. That's the least pleasant activity, believe me. So cold and scraping the car windshield, out. If you don't like that, don't come to Canada. But yes, there are a lot of interesting things to see and do in winter as well, but definitely summer is the most recommended time of the year to explore Canada. Another thing you might dislike about Canada is the sales tax. Obviously, the sales tax exists everywhere in the world, but in Canada it's not included in the final price. So whenever you go shopping and you see the price tag of $5.99, remember that you will have to add from 5 to 20 something percent to it, because it's not included, and it also depends on what province you're in, so you need to check before going. Another thing that some of the visitors don't like so much is the tips. We tip everywhere basically, especially if you go to a restaurant. It's very common to leave 15 to 20% of your bill as a tip. If you only leave 10%, that means that you are not very satisfied with the service, believe me, and your waiter will not be happy with you, and probably you don't want to come back to that place. But it can get expensive if you eat out, because you are looking at about 15 to 20% of the tip added to your bill, as well as the sales tax. So eating out in Canada can get expensive. Canadian slang, some of these words are only used in Canada. For instance, a loonie refers to a $1 coin, and toonie refers to a $2 coin. So if someone asks you for a loonie or a toonie, don't get scared. They just refer to a coin. Runners. We call sneakers, I believe in America they call them sneakers, we call them runners. So they are your sport shoes. You use runners to run. Pop. In the US, they call it soda. So your Pepsi or your Coke, whatever you like with your drink, we refer to it as pop. Can I get a large pop, please? Washroom. We don't say bathroom, we don't say toilet, we say washroom. So, okay guys, I hope that it was a good listening exercise for you, and I hope you've learned some new facts about Canada. Come and visit my country, you will love it. So I'll keep on celebrating Canada's 150th birthday, wearing my Canadian colors, my red and a bit of white here. And I'm wishing Happy Canada Day to all my fellow Canucks, my fellow Canadian friends and family. And thank you, my learners, for learning with GoGetGlobal.com. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.